2 extra thin boys equals standard thickness buoy. I was just gonna put standard thickness inside of the eye socket and put the eyes on either side for the weight, but thicken it up a little, have the wire go straight through the middle, and then it's gonna be like looped off. 2 thin boys on either side of it for the weight. This is tungsten carbide, it's very heavy. Put one side on, fill that up with epoxy, put the other side on. The wire will keep it centered. That's gonna be strong. That's gonna be savant level bait making right here. Broke out the smallest willow blades I have. Body is less than 1 inch, qualifies as nano. Spiffy sneaky plans too for some hardware. Increasing hookup ratio. That's the thing I've been missing on these one days, is intentionally building it so fish hook up correctly. I've focused too much on small in the past. Time to focus on performance. They can still perform even though they're small. 9:34. I just removed that clock up there. All it would do is lie to me. Say goodbye to the shop clock, fellas. It's gone. We stuck that on a little piece of Tupelo. You know, if there was ever a bait that would be embarrassing to not catch a fish on, this would be it right here. If we fail this one day, I might not recover. Time for not easy thing. This bait is pretty much 99% eye, and we're drilling the eye socket. It's just surrounded in meat sticks that I don't want to poke with the drill bit. In case you're wondering, yes, we're still going to try to go all the way through with this eye socket. It's going to leave an extremely thin ridge at the top, so my plan is to try to kind of shift it down a little bit as I go with the Dremel. Another not easy thing to do, but that's like the entire process when you make nano baits, especially in one day. Poked a hole right through it, getting a larger diameter bit and poking through it again. What a lovely noise. It was like, now I have this one. Time for the 3/8 inch ball bird, most dangerous one. Will we destroy it and have to start over? Are we gonna ruin it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, just trying to squeeze the tungsten in. It's a little tight still. Yeah, that's not gonna squeeze in without cracking the top there. We still require expansion of the hole. Shoot. I'm just gonna use the original bit and wiggle it. You can make it work if you wiggle it carefully. Ooh, that's perfect. This feels heavy as heck. There we go. They're sitting evenly recessed. This one keeps coming out just a little bit, but when it comes time for glue up, it'll be forced in where it needs to be. So there's a cavity between them where the hardware is gonna get encased and 5-minute epoxy between the two. I'm gonna need to be careful. That is not very much wood. No time to dwell on how careful I need to be though. One day! Lines. Tiny carving. Tiny sanding. Oh no! Oh no! We're gonna breach into the eye socket with a 1/16 inch drill bit here. When we get the wire stuck in there, it'll be able to curl back up. The nano rear end of this bait comes to a fine point, so I'm gonna establish a place to drill a hole with a very pointy Dremel bit. Bend, bend, bend. Where's my blade? I really don't have advice on bending wire. I just do stuff when I have to bend wire. I'm like, oh, this will probably do that, and this will probably do that. I haven't looked up YouTube videos. I don't. Like, pliers exist, they squeeze, you can twist, metal is malleable. I just have advice like that. I got my little template. Grab right there. What a stubby little guy. See, this is why I don't have advice. I have to redo this. I just messed all that up. Okay, that's good enough for me. Before I was trying to like loop that line tie off, but I can just wrap some string and super glue around this end for my line to stay where it needs to be on the bait. Now I just need to cut it off like right there and then loop that back up after I stick it in that eye socket and then glue things up. it'll be just like that. That little hook in there will be encased in epoxy. Okay, one side is on and it's actually super glued. It's like sealed around the edges with super glue. So now I can fill this up and then cap what I filled up off with the last disc of tungsten carbide. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh, that was more than enough. Squeeze out's coming, uh-oh. Paper towel. Don't want any of that on the swivel. After realizing the excess amount of 5-minute epoxy, I quickly slathered it all over the bait in order to seal the wood. It's time to make the rest of the hardware for it. Twist wire. Very unnecessarily long. We only need about that much. Gonna stick out the back of the bait like that. You know what? It's completely unnecessary to mask this off. What am I doing? As you can see, I'm trying to pick an eye to decide a paint scheme, and I'm having a hard time. Let's go for a color blast. Red and yellow. Color shines its best and brightest when you start with white. I have to put all of these away now. Some yellow on the bottom, vial green on the top. I know it's not red. We were gonna do yellow and red, but we're still doing yellow and red, don't worry. It needs some complexity. Darkened up the top in a very natural way. I might put one more color on that, I'm not sure, but this is gonna go in some UV clear coat. Heat Wave, 8-bit baits, and it's red. And with the green that I put on the bait, this is all gonna match. Yeah, I'm gonna put some red on the chin. That'll be how I paint red on this. All right, get the tape off this, mix up the UV. Gonna look so good. Take off this masking that made zero difference for the eyes. Taping up that blade again, just to keep it out of the way. Looks red. If you take it from the bottom, pieces are smaller. And if you stir it vigorously, it rips all those pieces up a little bit, makes them smaller. This is gonna be a glob fest. We don't care about balance or weight or anything. There's like so much tungsten in this bait weighing it down. It's gonna cast really good. That's after 2 coats. And I'm very happy with it. I'm thinking about some Fire Tiger black stripes now. One day! Some very fine stripage. Yes! That's like exactly what I pictured in my mind. Nothing too organized. Claw marks almost. That looks great. Side's even more dark. Do I still want this one? Yes, I do. Oh, that's gonna look so good. I need to calm down, fellas. Heck yeah, man. That came together. So natural but flashy and colorful and just, it's got everything. Clear coat. Yes, it's the same day, 148, but I got my Matt Heckler shirt in the mail, so I had to put it on. And now we're gonna install the hardware on this bait. Man, it's difficult to describe, but this is just so correct for being on an offset spinnerbait. It's like translucent, there's depth to the color scheme. It's like a little yummy glob down there under that spinner. And it's gonna hook up on the fish better. One second. Putting some wrappings around the line tie there. Need some super glue. Covering that swivel up with my fingers. That is the last thing I want to have super glue on. Line tie's not going anywhere. The red matches the rest of it. That's important. The hooks won't be tangling. Thank goodness. That's always an issue with a nano bait. Decided to go with a treble hook off the back. The intention was to increase hookup potential. Treble hook makes the most sense. Let's go see what it does. Better be nothing less than Action City. We got a Roadrunner blade on there. That's gonna provide a bit more flash. You can't get any more stable and better and flashy than that for this size of a bait. That looks so good. In and out of the water. Final finishing touches would be to put a feather dressing off the back of that on that twist wire. Perfect medium to accept that. But that's what Chelsea does, and she's a busy mom. I don't even ask anymore. I understand. Let's go make this little fella official. Just to complicate things, we're gonna use the noodle rod today. It's got a bit of a slow taper. Eagle Claw Feather Light. I've had this since I was little. We're gonna go old school. Got our noodle rod, got our net. Let's go. Let's whip our noodle around. This thing's so, like, look at this is a two-piece rod, and even like the bottom part bends. Like the whole thing, a noodle. I love it. Give it a few jerks. Let's do this. Let's catch a chub. That's as nano certified as it can be if we get a chub. It's looking clear as heck. Fish on! What is that? It's official. What is that? It's really goopy. This thing, whatever this thing is that a northern hog sucker? I don't think so. Likes Nano offset spinnerbaits. Okay, we're gonna give it a go down here for a while and definitely not snag it. Oh! All right, that was fish. I don't know if I'm snagging them or I need to set the hook harder. Ooh, can't tell if it's the bottom because the rod's so floppy. I popped that snag out and it went into a fish. Oh, it came off. That was a snagged fish. Yeah, there's its scale. Dang. Still doing a lot of fish snagging. Oh. Look what it just did to my bait. Just bulleted it. I think it's still usable. Hey, stay down. I have a fish on. It's totally snagged. It's gonna be official though. Even if it's a snag, it's official. It's a rough day. My bait's destroyed. This counts. Bob Saget. Came right off. Quillback. Have been acquainted with Nano offset spinnerbaits. It's official. It's a snag a quillback kind of day. Quillback fight on the noodle rod. Heck yeah. Who knows what I'll snag next? Maybe my lure. Ooh, that felt like a hit. I think this is an actual bite. Man, what a noodly rod. All the bend is right here. I'm gonna let it fight it. Oh, that's probably a snag, I don't know. Any scales? Uh-oh, no scales. Okay, that might have been a mouth bite. Yeah, That might have been. Shoot. That's 100. Oh yeah, that was 100% a snag. The fight's nice though. This one feels choppy. And that's behind me. Dude, look at those mushrooms on the ground. I didn't even notice those. Yep. It's that kind of day. Yet another. Be free. Yeah, there's just some giant mushrooms right here, right next to the riverbank. 7:14. We might have to stop at a pond before the sun goes down. Fish on. Fish on, fella. With a noodle rod. It got to the end of a very long GoPro recording session. I just left it on and drove to the pond. And when I do that, sometimes my GoPro's like, oh, you thought I was recording? Oh, nope, oopsie doopsie. It was a success. Don't let the carnage fool you. There, let's just look at that side. That was truly too beautiful of a thing to have destroyed like that. It's a shame. Noodle rod was a bit redeemed. Once I got to the pond and realized like, oh yeah, this does keep fish on. I can catch fish, I caught 3 bass at the pond. I can catch fish no problem, they stay on. Yes, the rod's floppy. Floppy rods can still work. Successful one day. Look at this print I got from Dead Meat Custom. I looked on the website, I don't think they're available for sale, but I like it so I'm showing you. I'm not trying to say that you can't have this, only me. I'm not trying to say that, I want to share it. It looks cool. Maybe it will be available one day. You know, that could be me when I'm 70 something. My hands are too arthritic to actually make wooden fishing lures, and so I've resorted to tying flies. And I'm a bit grumpy about it. That could be me. Hopefully not. I can't let it get there. I need to stay limber. There was a bite like 2 weeks ago. There's no bite right now. This is the calm before the storm. Big bite's on the way. For all you Midwesterners on the Iowa level, you know, I know. We're just waiting for the topwater bloops. The oldest antique lure we've reviewed yet is up next. It's gonna be dope. That's actually a hint. That's a hint from 1936. It's gonna be dope. That's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. Thanks for watching. Like the video, please. And the template for this thing will be on the Fish with Your Masterpiece lure making course linked below. On to the next bait. I quickly slathered it all over. I love it. Ooh, that's perfect. Oh no. I might not recover. Surrounded in meat sticks. Yes.